Hello, guys, and welcome to another movie reaction. Today's a little different. It's not exactly a movie. We're watching the 2018's Fulet. It is Swedish. Mainly, I was driven to it because it's written, or it's based on a written work by John Lindqvist. I'm really bad at like Swedish names or just in that general area. But um, he wrote Let the Right One In, which is one of my favorite novels and movies of all time. So that naturally drew me in. I also recently, like a couple months ago, read his Handling the Undead, which I thought was a pretty great, pretty unique take on a zombie story, though it's not exactly my thing 100%. But overall, I do like his stuff, so I was very excited to check this out. But when I was checking the subs, I know like when I acquired this, I thought it was like a shorter film based on a stage play he wrote. But when I was checking the subs, I think it's actually like recorded, like just the actual stage play itself recorded for like filming. Does it look a little weird? So we might not. It might not even be a real movie reaction. We're just watching a recording of an actual theater piece, which I mean that's cool. I don't know. It sounds interesting. Fuck it. I mean, I'm watching the most random shit anyways on the channel. Um, I mean it's on Letterboxd, so sure, close enough, right? Counts close enough. But yeah, excited to check it out regardless. I at least story wise, I'm gonna be very interested because I am a fan of his work. But as per usual, this is a reaction video, not a substitute for the actual product. And if you want the full experience of the work, I would highly recommend you watch the full piece before watching this uh video. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you are enjoying the reaction and the commentary, or just finding weird ass movies to watch through this channel, consider commenting, subscribing, liking, etc., etc. But yeah, I'll see you during the reaction. Yeah, definitely a stage play, right? I was a little surprised when it showed this, but yeah, I'm interested. Juliet. So, not a very popular kid. Some bullies, but people just didn't want to interact with her because of that. Unlucky. And that's Juliet. Sounds more like high school bullies, to be honest. Oh. So that's Juliet dating. Oh, wait, no. That's Kim and Sandra. I mean, this would be set live. I actually do like live theater, for sure. Can't say I ever watched like a recording of one, though. I thought that was Juliet dating stuffed in, but those are the bullies. What's hissing, though? That's nice. Oh. Wait, no, that's the narrator. It's true they're giving the narrator like an actual presence you can see on stage. Or is she actually like physically like disabled? That's why people stay away from her? Not just like an analogy. I mean, that's usually bullies, right? Extremely average. Sometimes it's popular kids, but I feel like it's usually just average kids. But that's a real archetype, man. People whose like leading characteristics is, oh, it's friends with this guy or always with this person. Okay. Sandra. Looking a little crazy. crazy diss though. It's actually some pretty good disses. But no bullying and no penis graffiti. Yeah, Kim, we're bullying someone. We're more mature than drawing penises on lockers. Oh. That's how you show you're mature. Make it an angry face. That's like a neutral face. Let me look at her, man. I'll be the judge of this. Yeah, she must have like something. Or unless she's just really, really ugly. The kids usually like over exaggerate that, I feel. Guessing it's like a natural like physical condition though. Which sucks, but I don't know. She sounds like the hissing breath thing is kind of crazy. She sounds scary, man. I mean, those are some nice boots. Whoa! They look good. What the heck? They do look mature. What the heck, dude? Banter. I mean, it's bullying, but it is kind of funny. I don't think high school students would be. Well, maybe they would be. It is kind of slick though. Feels a little too slick. I mean, they're obviously not high school students because it's a stage play where you don't actually have to look as young as you're acting. I wonder if we'll never see Juliet, or at least until the end. That might be like the gimmick. It's just friendly banter, bro. Come on, all the cool kids call each other whores. They're real. They're good boots, man. Just kind of, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kim, why are you getting jealous? Kim is obviously the leader of these two. Clearly. We haven't actually met her, but I'm sure Juliet's not that dumb. It's not to excuse Kim, but she's obviously also like punching bag a bit. The turnaround is crazy. Wait, she actually fell for it? Damn it. So she's actually just super innocent too. That's rough. Or just that desperate. I feel like, I don't know. If you learn your child's being bullied, I feel like I'd probably do more than say that. I mean, I get what you're saying. It's just sad, right? It's just sad. Ooh. This again. Cool transition thingy. Oh, is she playing Juliet? Oh no. Okay, Juliet's not gonna get an actor. Or an actress. They're just mean to everyone, man. No one likes the super mean girls. Like, you can like have like friendly mean banter, but if you're just literally like annoying to everyone. She's a cat person. Same. Same. My cat does that too. The Smiths. That'll pass my time, but I know the Smiths at least. Obviously, this is gonna lead up to like some sort of bullying scheme. But I just had to take a wild guess. Well, actually, I won't take a guess yet. It's too early. We'll see. It's not much of a job anymore, being an explorer. Sadly. Well, in his universe, it does happen. For Red handling the undead. Get your filthy hands off her, Sandra. It's time to enact their plan. Okay, let me guess. Kim was also bullied or something? Literally groomed. Or, I don't know if grooming's the right word for it. Obsessed with someone can fit in a locker. I always wondered too. I don't think anyone ever got stuffed in a locker during my high school tenure. But if you're small enough, I guess. We don't know how big the Juliet is, but I don't think any of these people can fit in that locker. Yeah, Kim looks like she's definitely having some fond memories over that, man. Best time of her life. Okay. I was trying to say earlier what might happen. Is it gonna do some dumb prank before she dies? Is that like what's gonna happen? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Now I'm reviewing that. Are they gonna leave her in a locker and she dies or something? Can kind of tell it already feels like it's not gonna have a happy ending. So that's why I'm just thinking tentatively already. No jacket or bed. No water. No keeping warm. Kim, you better stop this. You're looking kind of scared and regretful already. You can stop this. Otherwise, you are complacent. I do not care. Even though, obviously, Sandra's the mastermind. This is not great. Not very nice. Ah! Bad idea. Bad idea. I mean, you just need one look at them. No offense. It's not like most people can fit in a locker, I think. You have to be petite. Oh, man. I don't get how bullies are a thing. I mean, I know it's just to the undeveloped minds, but just so cruel, man. I don't understand any desire to do that to someone. Especially someone just as nice as this person, just because she's like quote unquote ugly. Bye bye. Yeah. Baited, though it wasn't much of a bait, but again, can't really blame her too much. Friday, dude, leaving her over for the weekend is crazy. I mean, you could survive that for sure, but you could also just die. Like, that's insane, man. Okay, never mind. Kim's feeling it now. Oh, they broke the lock. I think. Is that what happened? Wait, no. She took the key out. Like, even if she doesn't die or whatever happens, like, no matter what, you guys are just in such shit. Like, what? No, they probably, like, mean to let her out, right? They can't be that dumb. I mean, even if they let them out just now, like, if I was Juliet, I'd tell the teacher, and they would definitely get in trouble, so. It's just dumb. For what? Not even taking out video. You know? Just doing it for the love of the game. I mean, you're not wrong, but it's usually not because they're bad or anything. It just means their mental is not well. Oh my god. Honestly, like, stories like this, it always makes it hard to empathize with the bullies, which you kind of should because they're dumb kids, but like, do I really care if something bad happens to them at this point? No. Not really. Aw, having a little sentimental moment after torturing their classmates.
Isolerat det från sig själva. Från oss alla, från er. De hade gjort en god gärning helt enkelt.
I don't think they actually think it was a good deed. We're doing Nestle a favor, now you don't have to see her. There's no way. They might justify it like that, but deep down they wouldn't. Kim, I know you're gonna be the sympathetic one, but I don't care yet. Oh, the door is locked and they can't get in, now they can't save her. That would be horrifying. And I did see this being like a real thing, like if you're a high school student, obviously you should call someone and save them, but they might be too scared to, and it's gonna lead to something bad. Kim's the one, dude. I honestly thought Sandra would be the one to say to leave, but she actually wants to check. Maybe that's why she's the leader figure. She's kind of smart in a way. Or at least she recognizes, hey, we probably shouldn't just leave, not knowing about her status. Calling the mom straight up though. I feel like shouldn't you tell the school people? And Sandra is being responsible here, but also she's pushing it off on Kim, obviously, right? She doesn't want to take the heat. No, it's a misunderstanding. Oh no. That makes it worse, man. Because the mom doesn't know about the boots, and she's hanging up too early, and now Juliet's trying to... Oh, man. That's actually... That makes it messier, man. I don't know. No! Wait, she got out of the locker. But she's still stuck in the straw? Man, that is unfortunate. Because they were actually trying to do the right thing, too. Which... But, I mean, shouldn't have done that shit in the first place. Guess that's why you don't give your kids vodka when they're teenagers. Probably doesn't help. Oh yeah, party time. Disco music. Wouldn't quite say that's what disco music is, but close enough. Oh, Catherine's calling the police. And surely they're gonna track down that one call, right? So now they're even like pointed at as like suspects, kinda. Oh, they don't believe her. Well, they usually have to wait a set amount of time, right? Cool visuals, though. Obviously not expecting any cinematography, because it's just a recording of a stage play, but... Pets are cool when you can get them. Well, good one, police. I don't know, man. I feel like the police should take a missing student, like, more seriously. Like, they gotta, you know, they're at the age where they might hang out, but... But, like, I don't know, man. They're still a kid. I feel like that deserves at least some more consideration than just completely dismissing it like that, but I'm not a cop. Whatever. Guessing high school students don't have the best tolerance. Oh, look, Sandra being the best friend ever. Listen, I both think they deserve to go down, but Sandra needs to get a little worse. She's just like a horrible person. Well, Kim is horrible, but there's levels to this shit, man. That's gonna be Juliet's mom calling her back. Maybe. Or is that just the text from... I think it is the mom calling. Fulet. Oh, Fulet is just ugly in Swedish. Probably should have guessed that. Wait, how'd they get her number, though? Maybe she's just calling the whole class now? Because... I mean... I'd do that if I was the mom. Obviously, she's worried. For good reason. Still savable, by the way. It's the same night, right? Oh. Ew. Good acting, but ew. Go home, take a bath, get some water. Sleep it off, kid. Cause you're gonna have a rough time in the morning. Spooky. Smoking. What you got with the Barbies? But man, again, this would be fun to see in theaters. Just a 3-actor show. It's hard with such few cast members. I'm not a bit hangover guy. Even if I drink a lot. Like maybe I'll get one, but usually nothing. Like it actually like stops my everyday life. Just slightly annoying. Oop. Okay. They're down at the news. Gonna start sweating. I wonder if this is gonna go in like the supernatural angle. It might not. It doesn't have to be from how the story's going. But the author does like to write supernatural stories, so I wouldn't mind Julia coming back from the dead and punishing them. I'll be happy if they go to jail, at least. I mean, there's gonna be evidence, though. Well, how much evidence will there be? I feel like the phone call to the mom was, like, sussy enough, kinda. But since it happened in the store, there's probably, like, fingerprints everywhere, so I don't know how useful that will be. Time to start sweating. Well, I guess we won't see you sweat too much since they're doing this doll thing. Not too much emotion happening. Probably shouldn't talk over the phone about it. There we go. Should have stayed on the phone and said, hey, oh, thanks, goodbye. You know, like a proper person instead of hanging up. But I got the full story. I mean, she could still be alive. It's been like probably less than one full day. So now they're really in trouble if they don't, if they do admit it. But also like better than manslaughter. Wrap it up, guys. You're cut as soon as they get into interviews, if they get to you. Let's be honest. She can definitely be alive. Do the right thing, Tim. I know you kind of have a conscience, I think. Somewhere deep down in there. Wait, are they at this? Wait, they're there? Wait, isn't the shit locked though? I thought that was the problem. Or is this just visual? It's hard because it's not theater play. The rules are different. Yeah, I think that is visual. They're not there. I mean, it made sense. It's the weekend. Why would they be there? Yeah, it's a tight squeeze. Jesus. Wait, is it? There's no air holes? Really? Usually in lockers, they have like little slits for air to air it out. Okay. So they're bad lockers, man. Ah, man. That's what you get store for cheaping out on equipment. Could have gotten normal ass lockers. Yeah, it's not even like the top shelf. Like it's not. You don't get the full locker. You don't need to convince me being stuffed in a locker is terrifying, especially when you're not proper size for it. I can imagine. Pictures are cool. Cool effect to that though. Well, such for Juliet to go out that way for no reason. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. You definitely should do something, guys. Unless... I mean, I guess again, maybe the evidence is hard to find, so they're just gonna play it off. I don't think Kim can handle that life though. She'll definitely break under pressure. Thanks, Sandra. Glad you want to do the right thing. You didn't finish the phone call. It was a 5-second mistake. I then didn't need to stuff her in the locker. Kim, don't get gaslit. Stop letting her control the conversation. She could still be alive, man. Oh, man. This is not done go well. But again, as long as they get their comeuppance by the end, I guess I'll be fine with it. Whether supernatural or just natural. Whatever it is. Also, you know Sandra would. Like, if she could get out scot-free, she would definitely give up to him. She obviously doesn't value her too much. Or maybe she does, but she's just so complacent, as it really seems. Like, it's more of a boss-worker relationship than, like, really true friends. What's the news? Dude, they really didn't say. Okay, GG. She could be alive, though. Cross her fingers. Surely Juliet will live. But they even don't... I don't know, man. If you're just gonna go for the full ignore strat, you might as well just not come down there and risk getting more evidence around. I'm sure it'll be found eventually because the smell's gonna leak up or whatever, but the longer you're away, the less evidence there'll be by the time they find it, maybe. But also, you know, she could still be alive. 3 days without, well, I didn't see oxygen. That's the problem, man. So, if it did have holes, though, she could have lived. No way they actually believed in an alternative thingy. Why even lie about that? Why even lie about that? That's just not smart. How ugly could she have been, man? To where everyone just has this visceral hatred for her for no reason. Like, is it really just because she's ugly? I feel like I say this for every movie with high school bullying, but kids can be cruel. Good one, Sandra. Please be a zombie, Juliet. I mean, if you're alive, that's the best option. But if you're dead, come back and haunt them. That'd be the most satisfying thing. They deserve it. Ah! If you can hear noises, or shouldn't you be running to try to open it at this point? She's alive, man. I'd be happy. I'm like, oh shit, maybe I won't. Oh, if she tells, probably might still attach a jail charge, but also really, Tim, really calling her ugly in this situation. Can't lay it off when she's dead, man. Yeah. Okay, Tim, finally spitting. Just open it. Open it. People have survived crazy situations. It's possible, I'm pretty sure. You can. You can. You definitely can. That probably depends on some stuff, but yeah, it's definitely possible. You could die, though, for sure, too, but... Kim, find your courage. Just open it. Who cares about Sandra's opinion? Kim, this is probably the last chance to ever feel sympathy for you. You both heard the sound. Sandra's like, fuck it. Just let her die. If you don't do anything now, then fully out of sympathy for you. She's pushing, though. She's pushing. You're so snivelly, man. Use that bully energy to fight back. She can't. Sorry, Tim. I know you tried, and that is something, but when someone's life on the line and you can't nut up to that, then you get what you deserve. I was trying to give her any points, just because she's literally the only character besides Juliet we can kind of feel for. But like, it's even hard to feel for Juliet since she's just a symbol, if anything. Should be leading to the final act now, though, so hiding the evidence.
När de kom tillbaka till skolan försökte de gå på resten av lektionerna. Äta i matsalen. Låtsas som det var en alldeles vanlig dag för dem.
Yeah, it's a little hard to pretend everything's fine after killing someone and
Men
hiding the
likväl
evidence.
sådär.
Hope that stars your mind forever.
Sandra,
Especially for kids too. Like maybe they think they can do it more because they're high school students, but you know that shit's also
hon kände en svag
hits way harder as a kid.
Vad händer med en människa när man inte kan röra sig, när man inte kan andas? Händer det verkligen?
Whoa, you can't
Eller
jump scare me.
ett värre psyko än Fulet själv? Hon
That
sa
actually
vad
kind of
hon
got
fick
me.
reda på. Kim tryckte ner
Jump
ögonen
scared
i
and
skåpet
not
i
even a
deras
movie.
skåp.
Feels
Hon
bad, man.
flydde längs korridorerna. Hon vill aldrig se ett skolskåp mer i hela sitt liv.
Thank you, Kim. Glad you're feeling the appropriate feelings, at least minimum. Don't think that's enough, but at least you are scarred for life.
Det dröjde ända till onsdag morgon.
Oh,
Polisen bröt upp Juliets skåp i
so she was in there for 2 extra days. How did they not search her locker though? If they're looking for a missing teenager, you'd think they would. Kind of sloppy work, I think. And what a horrible way to go, man. Through locker POV, but just dying in a locker like that after being baited with that stupid dumb penis face. No, I mean it's probably dark where you wouldn't be able to see, but jeez, man. Oh, on Saturday morning already. So the scratching was not from her live body, probably. Ooh, gives me hope for some revenge. Now, this is good writing, man. Oh man, it's making me feel so bad for her. Jeez. Guess I wasn't focusing on how bad a death that was during the actual thing, but man, it is rough. Surely the students know that about her main ops, man. Surely the police are looking at fellow students, obviously. Surely. They don't think it's an outsider stuffing her in a locker. The ultimate frame job. Yes. What? Don't tell me you're not done. We joked with her a bit. Nah, come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Embrace being a bully. At least. Well, at least we know there's some supernatural stuff. So even though Sandra has this will or whatever, she will get her punishment. I mean, Kim also deserves it, but like, I'd be fine if she just goes to jail or whatever. Sandra deserves like some supernatural shit to happen to her. Maybe take this as a life lesson, you know? Chill out. You're in high school. There's no way anything serious enough to lead to someone dying, right? We just went to humiliate her and made fun of her and basically ruin her social life. We didn't actually want to kill her physical body. I mean, at this point, you know, like, they might as well go in and try not to get arrested. It's kind of silly to turn themselves in at this point, but I mean, maybe it would help though, since they're teens. Like, obviously, they're well, I don't know about Swedish law, but there might be some leniency if they admit right now, besides getting caught later. Yeah, hug it out, girls. Surely this will have a happy ending for you. Oh. Juliet reveal. No, that's just the actress, but that's kind of spoopy. Oh, not the dolls again. Time for a post-murder party. You know, the best way. Get out of this stress. Yeah, I mean, even if they didn't like her, I'd hope to think they would be a little shocked, you know? And that's also the sad truth. Tragedies don't last forever for people, sadly. I'm just waiting for the revenge, man. It's gonna be so sweet. They've been building this up basically the whole movie. Literally from the first minute.
Fulet, som ingen någonsin haft. Än om det hade
I mean, again, I think that's true.
ja, vem som
Sadly.
helst annars faktiskt.
It's a sad reality, but, you know, if a popular kid dies and a social outcast kid dies, obviously, just natural. More people would tear. Revenge time. Surely revenge time, maybe? We got 6 minutes left, so I think it's about time. Sorry, Tim. I would have been fine if you just went to jail, but but honestly, you did yourself no favors.
Juliet, jag är så himla ledsen.
And I do think you were sorry, but you're also like fine continuing to live normally. Bye, Sandra.
Sandra, vad händer?
Bye, Sandra. Sorry, Sandra. Did she just lose a tooth, or it's kind of hard to see what was happening? Oh, something. Oh, she lost a ton. Not a tooth. Or I think there was supposed to be a ton. No, keep going, keep going. This is reasonable. Oop. I think she should have lasted longer, but you were the more convincing character, Tim. So, bye-bye. I mean, again, I say this for any horror movie. If you're a ghost and you've been murdered, I give you... Oh my god. Imagery's crazy. But I give you full... you have my blessing to kill whoever killed you. Reasonable murder there. That was actually really cool without showing anything. Oh, this is such cool imagery. Fuck. Bye, Tim. Well, if reincarnation's a thing, maybe you'll learn for your next life. Be a better person. Don't put people in lockers, especially when they don't have any breathing holes.
Nej,
What? Not the narrator?
det var väl inte så det gick till.
Oh, no. I thought she was about to kill the
Han hade
narrator.
släppt här nu.
Wait, it's a real story?
Fortfarande där inne i sin-
Wait, she's the real
Jag
Juliet?
hörde det. Han släppte
I wonder
ut
if this is based on a real story. That's
mig.
crazy.
mig helt.
Or it doesn't need to be a real story, but
Väldigt många år
it's an interesting way to do this.
Jag
Showing what she
trodde
would have
skiljet
wanted to
var
happen to them.
verklighet, sa de. Jag började höra röster.
Medan Sandra och Kim kom undan med ett allvarligt samtal.
No way, dude. Where's my justice?
Och sen när jag fick hora och lura.
Yep, bystanders. I wouldn't say just as bad, but you're also pretty bad. It does kind of feel like an anti-bullying ad, though. But at least it's good, so that makes it interesting.
Vem vet ni? Jag hallucinerar. Pratar med mig själv. Jag har papper på det. De kan inte göra mig något som inte redan är gjort. Och jag har fått nog nu.
Such a theater ending. Actually. And curtains.
En dag.
No.
Tänk på det.
Is that the one guy who claps early? I mean, that was fun, man. It's a fun experience. It's definitely like not watching a film, just as since there's like no cinematography. It's like super flat the whole time, but that was kind of fun for what it was. A pretty simple story. Decent twist. Who's this though, man? Oh, is this our curtain call? Why is it so spooky? Got you. Haha. That was fun though. That was a fun time. All right, I'm done. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, like, how do you even rate it? Because it's not a movie and it didn't feel like watching a movie. But there's definitely some fun stuff. And even though the story was like fairly simple, like you kind of knew where it was going. You know, just the little twists and turns. Like I wouldn't call like I would call it a good twist at the end, but not a major twist since it doesn't really change the story that much. But yeah, it was definitely like more of a theme sort of thing than an actual like narrative story. Unless that was based on a real thing, then that would be crazy to come out of. But I'll probably look it up after. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna edit it and have a post episode discussion after, which will be right in a set for you guys. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, welcome to the post reaction discussion. You know, I edited the video, let it mull, let it marinate in the head a bit. And it was a fun experience for sure. Uh, First of all, not based on a true story. Uh, it just kind of had that vibe. But I said like near the end, like this kind of feels like I don't know, like how much like if you would have experienced it if you were outside of like North America, but it did feel like an anti-bullying like PSA ad slash movie sort of thing where they like used to, you know, in elementary school they would like come in, there'd be a speaker, they'd show like a short film or something, and then, you know, they'd be like, oh, I was bullied once too or whatever. So that's that's kind of like the vibe it was giving. That's probably why it lended itself to be that's why I thought like it might be a true story. Just because the story felt like pretty realistic in a sense, where it was kind of crazy, but I could low key kind of see that shit. Especially like I liked how they angled it, where they weren't like pure evil. Like maybe Sandra was kind of like edging towards that, but the fact that they made it so like they they legitimately thought she left the building, like they weren't planning to lock her over the weekend. I think really made it like a more interesting watch. Them just not being like Kim was definitely an interesting character. Because Juliet herself was like barely a character because she doesn't have like a real actress. Well, you learn that the narrator is Juliet at the end, but regardless, like while it feels like horrible like for her, like you can't really like sympathize with her character itself just because there's like no presence basically. But Kim was different, right? Kim was clearly supposed to be kind of sympathetic. She was always like halvesies where she kind of wanted to do the right thing, but Sandra was obviously the boss of the duo, so she could never stand up to her. And I do think like if Sandra wasn't there, she probably would have opened the door like earlier, right? But but there are like times where like Kim just like at the beginning, like Kim didn't even want to like make a phone call thinking that she might be locked in, while Sandra's like, okay, you know, I'm in control. I don't want this shit to backfire. We gotta confirm if she's all right. And then, you know, it switches afterwards where Sandra's still in that anti-harm mindset where she's like, okay, she's dead. It's our fault, but let's just play it off because I don't want to go to jail. And that's when like Kim with the weaker mental is like, wait, no, that's wrong. We should like probably see if she's alive or whatever. So it was a fun dynamic between them. But as a movie itself, it wasn't too interesting. Again, uh, no cinematography. I guess there's like maybe like slightly with like the fridge POV because that wouldn't have been a thing, or not the fridge POV, sorry, the locker POV thing, because I don't think they would have shown that way in theaters. But they were using a lot of projections because this was like recorded for television, so I'd imagine it's like 100% how it would go down in the theater with some of the stuff, but like mainly because it's still captured that. But in general, like it's definitely not like made for like specifically the product. This product is made for TV, but it's definitely like in general not made for theater or for film, right? Just because it was super static. Um, just like zero editing, zero cinematography. So all that it had was the acting, which was good. You know, it's theater acting. It's a little more melodramatic, but it was pretty good, especially like near the climax and stuff. Um, and like some of the visual spectacle, which again, it's harder to like appreciate some of the tricks they did when it's on camera and not when you're there live. But obviously, the climax was pretty standout. And the narrative's description of being trapped in a locker with the flashing pictures of like a close up of a girl. I thought was pretty effective too. But yeah, I mean, as a movie, I can't really rate it. As a, I guess, fun level, like maybe a 6. Like I had a good time. It was a fun experience. Definitely something unique, but I don't know. Maybe going forward, probably won't watch theater on film. It just doesn't really capture it unless you like have to. Because like realistically, I would never really experience this story. I highly doubt it would ever be adapted and brought out outside of Sweden since it's so small and niche. But so in a way, it was good to experience it like that. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction / review. If you did, consider leaving a like / comment. Helps the channel out. Gets the video out in this out into the sea of videos in YouTube. You know, gives it a little bit of a boost. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I see you again in a future reaction video. Later.